Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, October 26th, and this is your Silver Screen Report. Wednesday marked the end of the first 9 weeks. Jenny Klett gets the grade.
Students look to the end of the 9 weeks as an indication to how they will do the rest of the year.
Well, first 9 weeks, it just shows where you're at right now, and it just gives you time to improve for the end of the 9 weeks, and it just reflects on how you're going to do in the future.
Each student hopes to improve their study habits to ensure better grades for the rest of the year.
I think I'll be able to tighten it up and get some better grades. Just start working harder on homework, get stuff done at home, study more.
Freshmen use the first 9 weeks to adjust to high school.
My first 9 weeks in high school was like, I didn't think it was that much different from middle school, but it went pretty well with like grades and homework and all that.
The first term is a way to set the tone for the rest of the year.
Because it's like the milestone for the rest of the year. Like if you do good, then you're going to be on top basically the rest of the year. If you keep doing what you're doing, but if you come out slack, then you got to have to work your way up through the rest of the other 9 weeks.
This has been Jenny Klett with your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Kids in the Hall, we asked students how they think they did on their report card.
I think I did really good because I worked hard to put my grades up. I think I did really good. I worked hard and I did good on all my tests and all my classes, so I'm excited for it. I think they're going to be good this year.
Honestly, feel pretty great this year. Grades are really high. I have a 3.2, and I think I'm going to do some excellent work this year.
I feel that I did good, and I am doing good, except for one class. I have a 4.0, and just really think this year's going to be good.
The school board recently approved the contract for the new road. Daniel Hudson starts construction.
There has been talk of a project for the construction of a new road in between the middle and high school.
Oh, I hope that when they do this, that it doesn't interrupt any of the class periods. That was one concern that I had, being that my room is right here, as a lot of teachers are on this side of the school.
They asked me to go over and take a look at traffic flows and what we might do to improve them. And in the process of doing that, we're looking at the stoplight that has been installed on Old Tama. It all kind of came together that it made the most sense that if we could tie the two campuses together, take some of the traffic off of the main road in front of school and take advantage of the stoplight.
On Monday, the school board voted to see if construction would begin, and the vote was yes, 6-1.
That the architect was going to propose this additional renovation, and that they had basically budgeted a certain amount of money.
Dr. Berg was here, and as he and I rode around, whenever I came to work at this district, as he and I rode around, the thing that disheartened him as much as anything was the appearance of the back of our schools as much as the front, and the fact that nothing seemed to be planned.
They under budgeted about $500,000, and that was going to be the request to see if they could take some of the money maybe sitting in a fund balance and some of the money that was supposed to be put aside for the bond that they've had to spend in other places and use it to pay for the additional $500,000.
Along with the new road, a health science building will be built.
It will be some offices, some training rooms, some locker rooms. We'll also have some classrooms in there for math and science, some athletic training rooms, and a coach's office and presentation rooms. So it's going to be really a great benefit to all our students and teachers here.
This has been Daniel Hudson for your Silver Screen Report.
Athletes of sports groups have been sustaining injuries in and out of sports events. Jared Newman takes a hit.
Getting an injury is a common thing for all athletes, but can disrupt an athlete's schedule and abilities.
The most common injury would be shin splints, and we see that a lot because I've gotten that before and a lot of the other runners have. and he's going to make sure you like stretch too, because like that's like the main thing is stretching.
Time one of our players ended up getting a concussion, and another one of our players ended up like tearing his labrum, I think.
The most common injury was shin injuries, shin splints.
We have a vast array of injuries ranging from minor ankle sprains all the way to major emergency care situations like neck injuries and cardiac injuries, things like that that require emergency care and sending the patient to the hospital.
When an athlete gets an injury, they usually consult the trainer, Coach Harvey.
Athletic trainers are responsible for the prevention, the emergency care, the rehabilitation, and the return to play of all athletic injuries.
Basically, he does like therapy and stuff, like with bands and stuff like that. Also, like hot and cold therapy, the ice bath, and everything like that.
You're gonna make sure you go to the trainer and like listen to see what he says, and then you want to make sure you stretch properly and like make sure you ice it all the time, like after you run.
Barry Lindler explains how most injuries on cross country happen.
Serious injuries, like athletes running into benches, getting hurt playing frisbee, things like that, typically weren't brought on by our sport.
This has been Jared Newman for your Silver Screen Report.
The Teacher Cadet Program has been gaining recognition for their progress made over the last year. Logan Ellis has the story.
The Teacher Cadet Program was recognized at the What Works South Carolina Awards ceremony last Wednesday.
Today we were all gathered here as finalists for the Dickin Tunky Riley What Works South Carolina Award for Excellence. And basically what the award does is to recognize innovative programs that are working here in South Carolina for the benefit of South Carolina students.
The Dutch Fork Teacher Cadet Program attended the award ceremony in order to support how far the program has come.
Being one of the 3 finalists, one says that we are one of the best programs in South Carolina and that we're actually something that works. Being here, we were able to not only be able to accept a $1,000 award, but we were in the running for a $10,000 award.
We are elated that we were chosen among the top 3. That means that we're in the best of the best. We're in the top tier of programs that are actually working for the benefit of South Carolina students.
The program is fast growing and reaches many people throughout the nation.
We've been able to launch quite a few new programs over the last couple of years, and what we want to do is expand that program offering.
You know, because we've already grown so much, I feel like in order to continue to grow, we're just going to continue to branch out to many other states. We have 32 other cadet programs in America, and I think that if we could continue it, that'd be awesome.
The Teacher Cadet Program gives students opportunities they would not get in a normal classroom.
For me, it's something that allows me to see what it's like to be a teacher, what it's like to be on the other side of the desk, so to speak. I really enjoy being able to, meet other students, learn about like the special education and about autism and stuff like that. It's really been able to help me as a person and get more involved in my community.
We know that those who go into the program, not 100% of them will become teachers, but we do know that 100% of the students that take the Teacher Cadet course will become better advocates for public education because of it.
To find out more information about the Teacher Cadet Program, please visit www.teachercadets.com. This has been Logan Ellis with your Silver Screen Report.
The literary magazine has been made by Dutch Fork students for many years. Michaela Baker has the story.
Dutch Fork produces a literary magazine each year. Russell Young is the sponsor of the organization.
A lot of the space in high school where students are allowed to write is in informational text or in essay writing, that kind of thing. And the literary magazine is a space that encourages students to write creatively and express themselves in a creative event, which usually doesn't get to happen.
The literary magazine creates a place where kids can express themselves through art or writing.
It just really benefits the student body because they get to be recognized for like all the good work they do inside and outside of the classroom. Like everything, like all the writing and art, like it doesn't have to be from class, it can come from outside of the classroom too.
Everyone is able to submit their work to be chosen to be featured in the magazine.
I think it shows everyone different people's talents and that some people don't get noticed for what they do, and it works out whenever they submit their stuff and we get to show it.
The literary magazine staff is working on fundraisers to raise money to produce the Lit Mag. The dates of these fundraisers will be announced when known.
We are having the fundraiser this year, basically just to get money to have the magazine again this year. We're also trying to get color in the magazine because we haven't had it in a really long time, and that's something I really want us to work on.
If you have work you would like to submit to be in the Lit Mag, you can bring it to room 262. This has been Michaela Baker with your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Random Minute, we put together a parody to the movie Taken. There's someone in here.
What?
Oh my God, they got Amanda.
Go into the next bedroom. Hide under the bed. Tell me when you get there.
Okay, I'm here.
Now listen to me carefully. They're going to take you.
I think they're gone.
What? I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you.
Good luck.
Word of the week this week is parody, a noun meaning a satirical imitation. Archery Club is a new club being introduced to Dutch Fork. Brandy Williams takes a shot.
Students learn the basics of archery.
This year we decided to do an archery club. I've been doing archery here for the ROTC students for about 4 years now. So we decided to go ahead and start a whole club and to shoot in the afternoons so everybody can kind of learn what archery is and learn how much fun it is. It's one of those lifelong sports. You start now, you can do it the entire life. It's really a lot of fun. A lot of competition in it also.
The first archery safety class was held Monday afternoon.
The biggest thing is that, you know, we're on a range. We have our range here at Dutch Fork High School. You never point it at anything you're not going to shoot. Okay, so that's our biggest safety, just like a rifle. It's the very same thing. We have targets down here on one end of the range. Everybody else on the other end, we have a line. We stay behind. So we have a range safety officer that's on duty all the time. So anytime we're shooting down here, the range safety officer is here to stop anybody from doing anything kind of silly that could get somebody hurt.
Today we learned all the whistle commands and how to stay at bows on toes and whatnot for the general safety for when we're on the range.
Archery has countless benefits that students can apply to daily life.
It builds character with patience and steadiness of the hand, and that's what I really was working on.
Students have varying opinions of why they joined the club.
I would recommend it because it's fun and it's a better chance for you to get to learn new people, meet new people.
I want to do it because I want to get more accurate when I shoot bows and stuff and just general marksmanship.
There are high expectations set forth from Fred Easterlin.
But we're going to shoot a couple competitions with other high schools, but the state meet is in March. And we're going to go to the state meet with at least 1 or 2 teams. And if we do really good then, we're going to go up to in Kentucky. The national meet is up in Kentucky this year, and that's middle of May.
This has been Brandy Williams for your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Fox Fridge, Ariana Mount bakes a cookie cake.
The materials you need are 2 packages of preformed cookie dough, sprinkles, your choice of icing, and 1 cookie sheet. First, preheat your oven to 325 degrees. Next, open your cookie dough and begin pressing the dough together. After you've pressed both packages of cookie dough together and covered the entire sheet, begin rolling the dough out for an even layer. After the oven has finished preheating, place the cookie sheet in the oven for 11 minutes. After time is up, remove the cookie sheet from the oven. After you've waited 5 minutes for the cookie cake to cool, begin decorating it with icing and sprinkles. Once you've decorated it, cut it up and enjoy.
This has been Ariana Mount for your Fox Fridge. There will be a football game tonight at 7:30 at Lexington. Be sure to go to Moe's Thursday, November 1st to support the Dutch Fork lacrosse team. And don't forget, the Sadie Hawkins dance has been moved to Saturday, November 3rd. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Who's in there? Word of the week this week is the word of the week this yes. I'm right here. Okay. Bye. Anyways. One more.